my name is Mox and this is my comp3132 assignment 1 on the fashion amnist dataset. For question number 1, I imported TensorFlow and Keras and loaded the fashion amnist dataset. This gives me training image, training levels, test image and test levels. For question number 2, I printed the dimension of train image, train levels, test image and test levels. The training images are 60,000 images of size 28 by 28 and the label matches the number of images. For question 3, I printed the length of training and test labels. This confirms that each image has exactly one label. For question number 4, I displayed some values from training and test labels. The label ranges from 0 to 9 and each number represents a clothing class. For question number 5, I printed the numerical pixel values of training images at index 5. This shows the grayscale pixel values. For question number 6, I plotted the training image at index 5 using matplotlib. Here's the image. And for the 7th question, I check the label of training image index 5 and use the fashion amnist label list to find its meaning. For question 8, I printed the numerical pixel values of test image at index 500. For question number 9, I plotted the test image at 500. And for question number 10, I checked the label of test image index 500 and used the label list to find its meaning. Question number 11, I imported models and layers from Keras library. For question number 12, I defined a sequential model called my network. For question number 13, I added a flattened layer to convert each 28 into 28 image into 784 neurons. For question number 14, I normalized the images by dividing the pixel values by 255. This helps the model train better. For question number 15, I added a dense layer with 5 dual neurons and ReLU activation, another dense layer with 128 neurons and ReLU activation, a final dense layer with 10 neurons softmax activation. For question number 16, why softmax is used? The output layer has 10 neurons, one for each clothing class. Softmax is used because it converts output into probabilities. It helps the model decide which class is most likely. How softmax works? The model produces 10 scores. Softmax converts them into values between 0 and 1. All probabilities add up to 1. This class with the highest probability is chosen as the prediction. For question number 17, I use sparse categorical catastrophe because the labels are 0 to 9. Accuracy is used to measure how well the model is performing. The model is trained for 10 episodes to learn pattern from the data. For 18, I trained the model again using optimizer RMS prop and lost categorical catastrophe. And here I converted the label into one hot encoding before training. For question number 19, for the comparison, minis contains handwritten digits which are simple and clear. Fashion amnist contains clothing images that look very similar to each other. For example, shirts and t-shirts are difficult to distinguish. Because of this, fashion amnist is harder than amnist. And for question number 20, amnist contains handwritten digits which are simple and clear. Fashion amnist contains clothing images that look similar to each other. For example, shorts and t-shirts are hard to distinguish. Because of this, fashion amnist is more difficult. That is why the accuracy is usually lower than amnist. For question number 21, I use the evaluate function to calculate test accuracy and loss. To check the overfitting, I compare training accuracy with the test accuracy. If they are close, the model generalizes well. That concludes my assignment. Thank you for watching.